Hello students, welcome to study time. Today we are going to learn nouns in sentences. In this video we are going to learn subject of verb, possessive form of noun, direct object of verb, indirect object of verb and object of preposition in detail. All the sentences have subject and verb. Some sentences may also have an object, means direct object, indirect object and object of preposition. So today we are going to learn subject and verb. Let's see. A singular subject needs a singular verb. A plural subject needs a plural verb. Now let's learn some common rules of noun and verb. Here I have mentioned one table. With the help of this table we will learn it. With and use a. With means with noun or pronoun, and use a means use which verb you have to use. I, it's a pronoun. It indicates singular. So with singular pronoun use singular verb. Singular or plural you will use plural verb. Third, listen it carefully. He, she, it. It's a pronoun and it indicates the singular. So with singular pronoun use singular verb, but exception has been given. You have to add s with it. We, it indicates plural, use plural verb with plural pronoun. You, whether it is plural or singular, use plural verb. They, it indicates plural, so use plural verb. Now let's solve an example. A good student knows the value of communication skills. Here, student is a subject and knows is a verb. As per the rule, what we learned, if subject is singular, what have to do? You have to add s with verb. That's why this sentence is correct. A good student knows the value of communication skills. Next example, good students knows the value of communication skills. Here, subject is what? Students and verb knows. Is this sentence correct? No. Why? We have learnt in the rule chart. If any sentence, or it means noun or pronoun, if it is plural, so verb would be plural only, but you will not add s. You can see in this picture they have add s. They should not add s. That's why this sentence is incorrect. Now let's learn about possessive nouns. Possessive nouns. Here we are going to learn what do you mean by possessive nouns and what's the use of apostrophe. Possessive form of noun shows ownership. Ownership means possession of the thing or place. Second, a possessive noun is made by using an apostrophe if the word is singular or is an irregular noun not ending in s. It means we use possession. We use apostrophe to show the possession or ownership of the thing. Many of the time it indicates singular or plural. Say example, the football team's next game is on Friday. The word team, after it's given apostrophe s and s, it indicates the ownership of team. Second example, Amda's new car looks expensive. The name of the girl is Amda, so after the name apostrophe has been given. So it's the possession of only Amda's car. Whose car it is? Whose car looks expensive? Amda's. Third one example, we have a new women's club in Nashville. Here, women's club. Whose club it is? Women's. Means possession of so many women. So, here we learn possessive means ownership and we use apostrophe after a singular and plural. Possessive nouns. Let's learn how to use the apostrophe in singular and plural. The possessive form of a noun expresses possession or ownership. When you are going to show the possession of a singular, how to use it? When have to use the possessive or apostrophe? For example, the singer's voice was powerful. You can see here singers, the word has been given in red color. After the singer, apostrophe and s has been shown. It means when you want to show the possession of a singular place, person or thing, you have to put apostrophe after the name of place or person and then you have to add s. It shows the possession of singular. Second one, plural possessive. When many are there, how will you show the possession? For example, the singers' voices were very loud. Here, singers Many are there, that's why I have written s, and after s have to add apostrophe. When apostrophe is in the end of word, it shows the possession of many. The women's voice were very beautiful. Here also women's, this word shows the plural form, so women's apostrophe s and s. You can see the word ends with n, not s, that's why we put apostrophe after the n and then have to add s. When the plural possessive has an s, you add an apostrophe. If plural possessive having already s, for example, see the plural singers, already this word ends with s, so you add only apostrophe. But in second example, women's, this can't end with s, so after n you have to put apostrophe and then add s. Now let's learn how to use an apostrophe to form the possessive of singular and plural with more examples, so it will clear for you. Here Joe, day, flag, glass, these 4 examples of singular, and if I wanted to show the possession of, for example, Joe's car, I wanted to show the possession of cars, it's of Joe's, so write the name of that girl, put apostrophe and s. Got it, this rule? Only you put apostrophe and s to show the singular possession. Now second one rule, if a plural noun ends in s, just add an apostrophe. Okay, second one rule is different. In first one rule we learnt you have to add only apostrophe and s, but here in second one, if already noun ends with s, you will add only apostrophe. Cars, televisions, these both words ends with s, so you will add only apostrophe. Put apostrophe after the end of the word. Cars, interior, televisions, location. What's the note? If a plural noun does not end in s, add apostrophe s to the word. For example, mice. What I read it here, this word is not ends with s. Second one word, women, this word also not ends in s, so after the word put apostrophe and s. It means you have to follow first one rule to here. So let's learn about direct object, indirect object and object of preposition. Definition: a personal pronoun used as a direct object, an indirect object, or an object of a preposition. Here, what do you mean by pronoun? Pronoun means we use the word instead of noun. Direct object. See here, I know him. In this sentence, him is a direct object. Second sentence, indirect object. I wrote them a letter. Them is indirect object. Third, object of preposition. She was with us. Us is a object of preposition. Now let's learn this direct object, indirect object and object of a preposition in detail. Now let's learn about what do you mean by direct objects and how to find out the direct object from the sentence. It's very easy to find out the direct object. Listen it carefully. For example, Carla broke the vase. In this sentence, we have to find out the direct object. See, what do you mean by direct object? A direct object is a noun or pronoun that receives the action of a verb. Direct object asks 2 questions about the verb, who and what. For example, Carla broke the vase. In this sentence, you can see Carla is a noun, broke is the verb. Verb means what? Action word, and the vase. Okay, so we have to find out here which is the direct object. When we ask the question to the verb with what or who, that time we get the direct object. Okay, direct object means what? D-O. See here, what is the verb? Broke. So if I ask question to the verb with what Carla broke? Yes, she broke the vase. So you will get answer the vase. So let's solve some more examples of direct object so it will clear for you. Our cat caught a mouse. In this sentence, our cat is noun or subject. Caught is what? It's an action word. It means it's a verb. So ask the question with what. So you will get direct object. What caught? Yes, it caught a mouse. Second example, the boss saw her downtown. In this sentence, the boss is noun, saw is an action word, it means verb. What saw? Yes, the boss saw her. So her is a direct object. So we learnt whenever we ask question to verb with what or who, we get direct object. Now let's learn about indirect object. Just now we learned direct object. In direct object we learned when we ask question with the verb with what, we get the direct object. Same here, when we ask the question with whom, what we get? Indirect object. Both are very easy. For example, the waiter gave her the bill. In this sentence, the waiter is the subject, gave is the verb. So when I will ask the question with what gave? Yes, the bill. So this answer is direct object. Now we have to find out the indirect object. To whom it's given? The bill is given, but to whom? So what is the answer? To her. So this her is a indirect object. Okay, here is one smaller trick. Indirect object always comes in living thing like human beings, her, him, like they, like this. Now let's learn about object of the preposition. Here I am going to tell you very easy trick how to find out the object of the preposition. You have to simply ask the question to the preposition with where. Okay, what question you have to ask? Where. Yes, for example, the book is on the table. On is the preposition. So ask question with where. Where is the book? On the table. So this is the object of preposition. Second sentence, the cat was hiding under the chair. Here, under, it shows the place. So it's a preposition. So ask the question to preposition with where. Where the cat was hiding? It's under the chair. So the chair. After the preposition, whatever noun or pronoun has come, it's a object of preposition. So it's very easy to find out the direct object, indirect object and object of preposition. Please go through the tricks so it will be easier for you. Now let's take a quick recap of direct object, indirect object and object of preposition. Just now we learned the tricks of direct object, how to find out it easily. Okay, while finding the direct object, we have to ask question to the verb with what. So you will get the direct object. While finding out the indirect object, you have to simply ask the question with whom. And while finding out the object of preposition, to the preposition, you have to ask question with where. It's very easy to find out. See here, for example, I know him. Here, know is a verb. So ask the question verb with what? What I know? Him. So it's a direct object. D-O. It means direct object. Second example, I wrote them a letter. Here wrote is a verb. What I wrote? A letter. So here a letter is a direct object. To whom I have written the letter? Them. So it's a indirect object. Now let's see the third example. She was with us. Here preposition is what? With. Okay, so ask question with where. Where was she? She was with us. So us is a object of preposition. Now let's solve some more examples of nouns. Question, put the nouns in the sentences in the right columns. Firstly we will solve the sentences and then we will write in the columns. See here, the pilot landed the plane at the airport. Here the pilot is a subject. Landed is what? It's a verb. So ask question to the verb with what? What landed? The plane. So what it is? The plane is a direct object. Next, at is given. At is a preposition. Preposition means it shows the place. So ask the preposition question with where. Where it landed? To the airport. So it's what it is? Object of preposition. Next example, Sheila held the dog's chain tightly in her hand. Here Sheila is subject. What is the verb? Held. Yes. So ask the question to the verb with what? What she held in her hand? Dog's chain. Okay. So chain is a direct object. Okay, and dogs is what? DOG'(s). It shows the possession, so it's a possessive noun. PO. Tightly in her hand. How she hold it? Otherwise, how she held it? In her hand. Place is given. Her hand. So her hand is a object of preposition. Next example, the postman gave me a large parcel. Here, the postman is what? Subject. Gave. Gave is what? Verb. Ask the question to verb with what? What postman gave? Large parcel. So, large parcel is what? Direct object. To whom it is given? To me. So, me is a indirect object. Next example, fifth one. Seema gave Rohit's book to his mother. Here you can see Seema is a subject. Gave is action word, so it is a verb. What she gave? Rohit's book. So book is a direct object. When we ask question with what, we get direct object. Here it's given Rohit's and apostrophe s has been shown. So it shows the possession. Possessive noun. PN. To whom it is given? To his mother. So his mother is indirect object. Now let's move to the next example. My uncle bought a big chocolate cake to celebrate mother's birthday. Here my uncle is what? Subject. Okay. Bought is a verb, action word. What he bought? A big chocolate cake. So a big chocolate cake is a direct object. To celebrate, he bought a big chocolate cake to celebrate mother's birthday. Here mother's apostrophe s has been given. It means it shows the possession. Whose birthday it is? Mother's birthday. Here mother's is a possessive noun and birthday is a indirect object. Whose birthday it is? Mother's birthday. Next example. The actor learnt the king's script in the green room. Here the actor is the subject. Learnt is a verb. Ask question with what? What he learnt? King's script. Here script is a direct object and king's is a possessive noun. In the green room. Green room. Okay, in is a preposition. Ask question to the preposition with where. Where he learnt? In the green room. So it's a object of preposition. Example number 8. The rabbit munched carrots in the field. Here the rabbit is what? Subject. Munched, it's a verb. Ask verb with what? What he munched? Carrots. So it's a direct object. Where he munched? In its preposition. Where he munched? In the field. So it's a object of preposition. Example number 9. The stars twinkle in the sky. Here stars is subject. Twinkled, verb. Where they twinkled? In the sky. So it means it shows the place, object of preposition. Last example. The father sent me my teacher's note. Here the father is subject. Sent is a verb. What he sent me? My teacher's note. Here note is direct object. Okay, because we ask question to the verb with what. Teacher's note. Here apostrophe s has been given. So teacher's note, it will go in possessive noun. To whom it is sent? To me. So to me is a indirect object. So this is the nouns table. All the nouns has been mentioned in the correct column. Please go through it. So in today's video, we learned the easiest tricks how to find out the direct object, indirect object and object of preposition from the sentences. Thanks for watching. Keep learning.